Welcome back, ladies and gents. I had a little mishap with my CB radio. It just quit working, so I decided to get another one. And I'm going to do an unboxing on it. I think every RVer should have one, in case you lose cell service, or you can hear the truckers communicate when there's accidents. They really communicate back and forth with each other. I even had one mounted on one of my bikes that I traveled around with, and had it Bluetooth, ran up into my helmet just to hear what was going on. And some of them guys are really fun to talk to. They got some stories, I tell you. They joke around with you and everything. I run these all the time. It's not a very big setup. Growing up as a kid, I always had CB radios and such, and I'd have linears and 500 watt linears, but you guys probably don't know what that is because that was before cell phones. It's just safety first. This is something everyone should have. I paid $40 for it at Walmart. It's a 40 channel compact CB radio. It's nice and small. Cobra 19 Ultra 3, new design. Instant channel 919. That's nice to have because you can skip through the trucker channel. 19 is the main channel that truck drivers use. It's always been that way. Channel 9 is your emergency channel. You can't talk on 9. So what's nice about this is you can listen to the emergency channel and you can listen to the truckers at the same time. Not a bad little radio. I've had a lot of Cobras. They've always worked great for me. I never had a small one like this though. I mean, it's worth the $40 to get it. It really is. Nothing comes close to a Cobra. Let's see some of the specs here. Instant channel, heavy duty microphone with 9-foot cord. Good, it's got a nice long cord on it. It's got a PA on it too, which is nice. You can hook up a horn to the front of this. Well, not a horn, like a PA horn to talk through. And you can yell at people to get in your way. But I've only had to do that a couple times. But the PA is kind of neat to have. It is. Channel selector, oversized knob for easy. Combo, 5 RF meter. Good, it shows you your RF meter. That's good. Squelch control, power, tells you when you're transmitting, and a front and the mic plugs into the front. That's good. Well, let's open her up and go over the directions. I want to see how many watts this is. That I didn't see. Most of them are between 4 and 5 watts. I mean, for $40, that's all you're going to get. You spend a couple hundred, you can probably get up to 8 watts, which is huge. But I only need to know a few miles up the road, 5 miles up the road, if there's an accident or anything else, so I can get off the thruway and I'm not stuck in there, you know. These are good to have. They're really good to have for all travelers. Not only just RVs, but everything. Car, truck. If you're traveling, you should really invest in one of these. Throw it in your trunk if you don't want to listen to it. If something happens, you can pull it out, plug it in. Easy as that. Well, with that being said, let's open this thing up. I haven't even opened it up yet. You guys are seeing what I see. So, well, it's packed in there good. That's good. Really good. If something's wrong with it, I can just take it back. I don't have to send it back in the mail, which is good. Nice thick directions. Everything's wrapped up here. Let's go over the directions first, and we'll take that out. There's the directions. 19 Ultra 3. Cobra product registration. Register your product and join the Cobra Nation. Well, I guess you got to register it to get your warranty protection then. I wish they wouldn't do that. It should just be covered. What if I don't want to register my product? They just want to know who's buying them. That's all. Plain English rules. CB stands for Citizen Band Radio. Rules. Well, it just gives you all the codes. I wonder if it gives the frequencies per channel. It goes over everything in details. Yeah, you're not supposed to swear on these or anything, but people do. So if you got little kids in the car and you're listening to the truck drivers, well, you might want to turn it down or get a headset put on. All kinds of rules. I've never seen any of these before. It does give the frequencies. This is a low band megahertz. So if you have a scanner that you can program, you can just program channel 19 and listen to it on the scanner. You're not going to be able to talk to them, but you can listen to it. It goes from 26.965 megahertz to 27.405. It's 40 channels. That states right here too, channel 9 may be used only for emergency communications or for traveler assistance. So don't talk on it. If you get lost or something, I don't even know. I've gotten on 9 before and keyed up and they told me to get off it. I just wanted to see if it worked. I wasn't hurting anybody. I just wanted to make sure it worked. I'll probably do it with this radio too. I'll just key up a couple times. I don't even know if there's anybody on there in channel 9 anymore. There should be. Your local police department would always have a CB radio and they would be on 9. It just tells you the watch. How much power may I use? Must not exceed the following values. So you can't have any more power than 12 watts, but people cheat. I had a linear that was 100 watts. I could talk a long ways. It was a home base station. It says right here too, you may not attach the following items: power amplifiers to your certified CB transmitter in any way. My father had one. He had a 1,000-watt linear, and he every time he would key up, everybody with a house phone, their phone would start ringing. It was crazy because the frequency was so close to that phone that it would key over it. If they picked up their phones, they could hear my father talking on his CB radio. He'd have problems with the neighbors sometimes. He actually changed the neighbor's television channels one time by keying up. He had it cranked up and it was actually changing. It was changing the channels. It was crazy. So he only turned it on at night, powered it up. But there's your rules, regulations. That shows you everything. That's good because not a lot of people know about CB radios. I mean, since we've gotten cell phones and two-way radios, the GPMRS, why even? Nobody talks on CB radios anymore. But it's good to have for an RVer and anybody that travels for safety. I can't keep telling you guys that. It's good to have. It's worth $40. In case you lose cell service, you can get on 9, contact a truck driver. You can get a tow truck, anything you need. It's good to have. I would really highly recommend these. I'm going to get into the directions here, see what we got. I believe this is going to be a 4-watt. That's fine. I would like 12 watts, but I'm not going to spend $200-300 for a CB radio when I'll barely ever use it. I mainly listen. I talk to them sometimes, but I don't know how many times I've pulled off on a throughway, driving my bike, listening to this, and they would say, hey, exit 45, blah, 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 there's a bad accident, we're tied up, we've been sitting here for hours. You get right off that exit, the first exit you see, so you're not stuck in traffic, burning up your fuel. It's good to have. Here's your product features. Shows your transmitter code. Yeah, we went over that on the front of the box. Here's the back. Oh, good, it's got an external speaker jack, too. That's good to have. Sometimes these little speakers are not very loud. They're not very loud at all. I do have a couple speakers laying around. I may hook one up to this unit. Here's your antenna. The unit didn't come with an antenna either, so if you guys don't know anything about CB radios, winds flying through my RV. Make sure you get the right antenna, the right plug. 40 channel CB radio, yeah, we did all that. PA system, compact, 9-foot microphone cord, yeah, we did all that. CC regulations, table of contents, included in this package. Comes with a bracket too, that's good. I mean, they all do. Comes with the hardware. Your mounting and connections. It's got a universal mounting bracket that's supplied along with self-tapping screws. Tells you how to wire it up too. Well, I'm going to wire it directly to my fuse block that I have on the front. I will put a fuse line on it though. I got to figure out how much power it takes so I can put a fuse on it. There's the operation antenna, external speaker, public address. That's what they call it. That's what, you know, to be honest with you, I never knew PA stood for that. Public address, huh? Huh. Power cord. Directions get into really detail. That's nice. Cobra's been around for a very long time, a really long time. I've never had any problems with their units. The one that broke was a Cobra. But that thing was 30 years old. So it's been used out in the colds. Who knows what happened to it. Things wear out. It was literally 30 years old. It's a pretty old CB radio. Tells you how to use your squelch. Squelch takes off all the birdies, they call them. They call them birdies. You'll hear it when you... It's kind of hard to explain. But you turn it back until you hear a noise. Like a TV on the wrong channel. Well, not anymore. They're digital, but analog. You turn that back just till the squelch stops, and then you're set. Seems pretty simple to use. Selecting channel. There's your button. You just push that button for your channel 919. That's a nice feature. Transmitting indicator. Ignition noise interference. Yeah, you might get interference from your engine when you hook this up, if you do it the way they want you to do it into the fuse box. Find a different fuse. That's all you gotta do. Or run it directly from the battery, which that's basically what I'm going to be doing. But you will get noise if you hook it up to the wrong fuse. Anything that pulsates, you're going to hear it. They call it birdies. Operating procedure to receiver. I know all that. Tells you how to transmit. You just hit the button on the side. You can't talk at the same time. If you guys never had the CB radio before and know nothing about them, some people don't know. I mean, this isn't dumb for me to say because some people don't know. You have to key, talk, and let off, and let that person talk. You can't talk the same way like you can on a cell phone. A lot of people will say over, Roger, and then they'll click, or whatever you do. Check fuses and tells you maintenance and adjustment. This must already be fused then. That's good, because let me see here. Okay, we're going to get the box open there. It must come with a fuse. It's probably ran right into the power. That's good. That's good. And this is 12 volt too. It's not AC. It's DC 12 volt. Here's more of the channels again. We already went over them. Okay, here's the power. That's all I want to know what it is. Input voltage 13.8 VDCM. No negative ground. Current drain. When you transmit, it's going to pull 1.4 amps maximum. That's pretty small. Full audio output is 1.2. Probably if you got it cranked up. Yeah, here's the power out. 4 watts. That's minimum. 4 watts is 4 watts. You can go a long way. As long as there's nothing in the way. Like if you're on the thruway and there's a long stretch, no corners or nothing, you're going to be able to hear and transmit farther. Now, if you're in the mountains, it's mountainous up and down hills, you're not going to be able to get that far. But if you are in trouble, climb up on top of your RV and try to talk, you know. Product service, about done. That's about it. I didn't really go into the details here. Here's all the accessories. It didn't come with an antenna, like I said. I already have an antenna, so make sure you guys get the right antenna. It says right here what to use. I don't even stick mine on the roof because I don't want to drill any holes in it. I stick it right on my dash. Drive down the road, I can hear them just fine. I only need to hear them 3 or 4 miles up the road because I'm sure there's going to be an exit between that, I hope. Pretty nice. Cobra Marine VHF radio. LED lights, jump starters, accessories. Cobra has a lot of stuff. I've always liked Cobra, really. Well, there's the directions. Let's get the unit, the CB radio, out of the box now. Packaging's really good. That's good that they put electronics in bags for moisture and whatnot. And it did. It came with a fuse. That's good. I don't have to waste one of mine. So I can just tap right off my bus bar up front there, and I'll have a CB radio again. Let's get it out of the bag. The cord could have been a little longer, but I'm not complaining. I have wire, so depending on where you go, I'll have to put some clips on there too. You may have to get more wire. This looks like 16 gauge wire. I'm going to end up running 12 anyway, because that's basically the only wire that I have left is 12 gauge. And here's the fuse, which is nice. I'm glad it came with a fuse. There's the unit itself. Nice and small. I don't need nothing big. Takes up too much space. Everything looks good. I have another mic too that I wonder if I can use it on this. I can actually change my channels right from the mic, which is nice. You don't have to turn your eyes away from the road to turn the channel. You can just click the button as you're still driving down the road and then pick your channel. The mic should work with it. It should. I mean, they're all basically a 4-pin. One's a transmit, one's a receive. Here's the back of it. Cobra makes good stuff. This thing's pretty good. 40 bucks? Shit, it's well worth it. Well worth 40 bucks. Well worth it. I took the sticker off it. Looks pretty good. I like it. And here's a bracket. You can either put it like this and mount it to your ceiling, or you can do it like this and mount it to your dashboard or underneath your dash, anywhere you want to put it. But mine's up above my head. That's where I like to keep it. I took it out of the bag. Nice bracket. There's the microphone. There's something else on the bottom of that. Oh no, that's the whole mic and cord and everything. Let's get that out of there. I really like their packaging. That's good. There's some screws down on the bottom too. They did a really good job on packaging this stuff up. This has got bubble wrap on it. Yay, I can pop bubbles. There's a mic. I don't know why they made it so big. This thing's freaking huge. But I don't even know if I'm going to be using this one. I got another mic that, like I said, I can change the channels from the top. This is big. Jeez. It's got a really nice long cable here. 9 foot. I don't think I need a 9 foot, but hey, everybody's setup is different. And you can't plug these in backwards either or wrong. There's a little notch up at the top here that lines up with the notch on there, so you don't have to worry about how you're plugging it in. And there's your hardware. Comes with some self-tappers. This is your mic holder here. That's nice. Came with a mic holder. Not sure where I'm going to put that. I might, but I don't know. There's no screw holes over here. Oh yeah, there is right here on the side. There's holes here you can put it on. I believe so. I think they line up. Yeah, I believe they do. Yeah, they line up. So that's where that goes. I guess you can either go like this way or this way. It's got a clip on it, locks it in there. I still like to go this way though, because I've been bouncing down a road before and the mic popped off when I had it this way, just the way I had it set up. I don't know if you can see them. There's both sides of the CB radio have, so you can either put on this side, that side, this way, or this way. That's nice. I like Cobra. They try to make everybody happy with their product. It came with the hardware. Those are big screws. This thing don't weigh that much. Wow. But these are self-tappers too, so you don't have to drill no holes. And watch what you screw these into, because I don't know what your setup is, but if you screw into another wire, which chances are is not going to happen, just make sure you check the back of whatever you're screwing into. Whoa, drop it. And these here are for your mount. Screws right into the side there. I'm happy with it. Well worth 40 bucks. Safety first. You don't always, everybody knows you lose cell service traveling around. CB radio is good to have. Really good to have. I thought about getting ham, but you gotta, pretty sure you still to this day have to get a license to operate ham radios, and I've operated them before without them because my dad had them, but I'm not going ham. You can go a lot farther with ham though. It's a different frequency. You can go a long ways, and the radios are going to be a lot more expensive. Well, there you have it, plugged in. I'm just going to hook it up, wire it up. No, I'm not going to film that. I just wanted to do an unboxing and stress the fact that the CB radio is good to have for all you travelers that don't have one. You can't rely on your phone. They make different CB radios too. They make handheld ones, you know, if you just want to keep it in your trunk. But I like to listen to channel 19 going down the road. Plenty of times where I found out that there was an accident coming way ahead of the time, so I was able to get off the exit. It's happened 2 or 3 times actually. That helped me out a lot. Yeah, and another thing too, with CB radios, never give your full name. Don't give any information over it. What most people do is they call it a handle. My handle is Barracuda. I'll say that right now. I don't care. I've had it since I was 5 years old. It's been Barracuda. As the car Barracuda, it's my favorite car. I always wanted one, but that'll probably never happen. They're very rare cars, but I always wanted one. That's what I made my handle, Barracuda, just because of the car. So that's my CB name, Barracuda. I don't say my real name, last name. Don't ever give your address out over this. Never. You don't know who's listening. Never. And these little radios don't go very far. So if somebody wanted to fraud you or rob you, don't give your information out at all. That's why there's your Channel 9. Now, there's so many frauds out there, people trying to rip everybody off. If you do have a problem and you get on Channel 9, you got a fire or something, get the police station's name, try to if you can, or just take a chance and tell them where you're at. But just be careful. Be real careful with these. When you're on regular channels, 19, 10, any of them, don't give any information of where you're at, location, address, your first, last name, nothing. Just make up a handle, something good. Like I said, mine's Barracuda because of a car. A lot of people think it's because of a fish, but no, it's because of the car. And with that being said, I'm going to sign off here. Really good investment. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something. Like, subscribe, please. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Roger, I'm out. Later.